Well, Merry Christmas, everybody, and I'm PJ,
I'm Tommy.
and you are listening to the episodic anime Christmas special. We're jumping straight into this. So, it jumps up with Shigaraki not wanting to leave. Like, he fully spits out, I forgot the name of this move where the black and red arms come out of him and they're holding him up in the air, as All For One is literally going, we gotta retreat. I know you want to fight, but we gotta go. And then, as that's happening, backup shows up to Endeavor's group.
Don't ever call it Endeavor's group. Endeavor's lucky to be here. This is absolutely Deku's group. All right,
Okay. And then it pans over to the fight between Uraraka and Toga. During the fight with Toga and Uraraka, basically Uraraka had this cool new move where she called it Zero Satellites, but before she attacked it, during the attack, Toga was still asking questions to Uraraka, and Uraraka basically went, if you're going to do villainous things, you deserve what's coming to you, which basically answered Toga's question. So therefore, Toga knew exactly what she wanted. She was going to throw the knives at Uraraka, but Froppy stepped in just in time. Froppy saving the day right there. And Toga take retreat out of there. Shoto realizes the threat. They jump in to attack, and Shoto and Nejire do a team attack to take out Shigaraki, but Makumo, without hesitating, attacks everybody, catches Shigaraki, and then it pans over to Dabi going, oh, there you are, Endeavor. I didn't notice you, because y'all look like ants from up here, because I'm just so high up. Which then, it shows him dumping water on his hair, and his hair goes from black to white. He fully just comes straight out, tells everybody that he is Endeavor's kid and Shoto's brother. And at the same time, they take over the newscast, and he's putting out to the whole world, or all of Japan basically, that he has a DNA test showing that he's Endeavor's kid, and how Endeavor is this big bad and doesn't do anything to save people. He's doing it for himself, and how all the heroes are frauds. And then using some cool editing stuff from the black-haired guy that they took, they showed Hawks being ruthless and attacking and killing twice. So they're framing Hawks, and then they also told him that Hawks killed Best Jeanist, but then Best Jeanist shows up just in time to go, I'm here to save all of you. And that is exactly how this episode ended. I know you're super excited, so you kick this off.
There's a lot that happened, from Best Jeanist to the best girl battle, all the way to Touya. When Deku fell out of the sky, Shoto caught Deku. Shoto's caught 3 people now. That's 3 out of 3 catches. He should be catching MVP. He should join a baseball league. This guy knows how to catch. And then, it does throw us over to what I'm considering the best girl battle, because you have Uchaku and you have Toga, and they fight, and then even Sue shows up. It's the best girl battle. Who is the best girl? That's for you to decide. I mean, personally, I choose Toga. However, Uchaku's not too bad. PJ, I feel like you chose Uchaku. Is that correct?
100% did, yes.
Let us know in the comments which character you like more, Uchaku or Toga. Touya. Let's talk about the theme of the episode. Dabi's big dance, or whatever they called it, Dabi's dance. Touya. God, I gotta be honest. Last episode I predicted Dabi was coming here to kill Endeavor. And he did. He killed Endeavor on the inside. I gotta be real. He really hurt that guy. So throughout the entire series, as soon as the series started, I was like, man, Dabi's my man. I like Dabi. And I feel like halfway through the series at some point, I just stopped liking Dabi. And I can't tell you why I stopped liking. It might be because the show was built that way. It might be because the fans, Dabi got a huge boost. And everyone was like, Dabi's so cool, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what pin it was, but I feel like the show made me dislike Dabi, because for a while there, especially in the middle of the series, there was season 4 or stuff, they just stopped doing stuff with Dabi. I like Dabi because I like fire, and especially his quirk cremation with the blue fire and everything about that. But like somewhere in season 3, I just stopped liking Dabi. This episode made me like him again. This episode went, that's why I like Dabi. Dabi's so cool. And it stems back to what I was saying last episode, where I'm like, oh, you know what? Twice wouldn't have been killed by Hawks if it wasn't for Dabi, because Hawks was arresting him and Twice was listening, but when Dabi pulled up, Twice then hopped up and started fighting again, getting him killed. So the reason Twice is killed is technically because of Dabi. And I think Dabi wanted to do that. I think this was Dabi's plan, because he used it, although it was edited in later because they had long hair edited in while they're moving, so that way it could make it into the video. But I don't know, man. He had this whole thing set up, this whole array, him pouring the water to remove the dye from his hair, and just the whole way he announced it made him really good. And then he just delivered the banger of a line, "The past never dies. Now come dance with me in hell, Father." And I was like, whoa, this guy's writing poetry. What the fuck? Dude's gonna kill some dude. And then, yeah, Best Genius showed up. But for you and me, personally, especially since it ties into our outro music, Natsu showed up again. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, my God. He was trying to defend Endeavor so hard. He's like, listen, man, this can't be him. This has to be fake. And then his friend went, listen, man, I gotta go. Like, this looks really bad. And Dabi came out and said it first. So everybody's gonna believe him at the moment. There's no other side of the story. And I'm like, oh my God. And Endeavor just can't come out and say anything because, like, they're in the middle of a war. So therefore, everybody's gonna take his side. I'm like, you just killed the number one hero without killing the number one hero.
That kid basically went, wow, his story came out first and all that. There's no way he can defend it. There is one way he can defend it. In the video, he goes, Hawks killed Best Genius. And then you can just be like, look, it's Best Genius. Hawks didn't kill him. He's a liar, and everything else he said was a lie. This man's a liar and a fraud.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but like at the same time, they have to fully wait till after the battle.
That is true. That is true. We also got the random line from Bakugo, which made me interested in what he's planning, because he basically was like, all right, get Bakugo and Endeavor out of here. And then Ida picks him up and he goes, put me down, Four Eyes. I got to get an ultimate victory. That's the one line we got from Bakugo. I think that wraps up everything I wanted to talk about.
It does. And you basically covered all the points I wanted to. So we're going to hit that Christmas special part.
Oh, shit. The Christmas special.
Yeah, woo!
All right.
So, you know, when it comes to Christmas, it's the holiday of giving. And I'm interested on what all you like to do. But I'm also interested, Tommy, what would you say your favorite family Christmas game is?
Well, we did the White Elephant this year, where you pass around gag gifts and everyone has to fight for it. Do you know how to do the White Elephant thing?
No, I don't. I've never heard of it until you just mentioned it.
So, White Elephant, it varies from family to family and people to people. But what we do here is everyone gets a gag gift, and they bring it in and they all set it into a pile. And then you get 4 dice and you roll. And if you get a pair, you pick up a present. Or if you get a double pair, you pick up 2 presents. Or if you get all 4 die the same die, like say you got 4 snake eyes, you can pick up 3 presents. And you can just hold on to them. And then it goes around, they pass the dice counterclockwise, and then they roll, pick a gift as it goes on until all the gifts are gone. Once all the gifts are gone, we set a 5-minute timer, and then we roll the same rules of the die. But if you get snake eyes, you just get to take a gift. You can pick someone else's gift, and you take theirs. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, whoever has gifts gets to open them, and whoever doesn't gets to sit out. They lost. And they get to open these gifts. Normally, it's a lot of gag gifts that not a lot of people want, like a scarf or socks or like an extra small t-shirt. And then no one can wear an extra small t-shirt. It's just a bunch of gag gifts, stuff like that. The only one gag gift that we didn't have this year is we got a giant bottle of Death's Door, which is just a 40-something% bottle of liquor. And this thing was tall. No. It was a huge one. And everyone was passing it around, and everyone wanted it. And it was like, man, this is something heavy, man. I don't know what this is. Obviously, there's liquid in it. I thought it was shampoo. That'd be really funny. A huge gallon bottle of shampoo. Turns out to be Death's Door. So it turned out... funny thing about that gift, I think a 13-year-old got it this year. So,
no.
Basically, that's going to his dad, I think. But, yeah, that's my favorite game that we do at Christmas.
Oh, okay.
What's yours?
Jackbox Party Games. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I spaced so hard on that. It always comes down to the funniest but most drunken questions on there because you're trying to type, but like you can't because like you can't see straight. So when somebody goes to read your thing, they're all like, "I had a big and it's like, "What the hell were you spelling, man?" He goes, "Listen, just vote." But I have to say, my favorite food item is not even a food. Great Grandma Long's spiked eggnog.
Ah, I see. Should I say a food item?
You can, or
Mine is these peanut butter cookies, but they have Hershey Kisses melted into the top of them.
oh, that sounds so good. But a fun fact before we go into predictions. Did you know that non-baked cookies used to be called boiled cookies?
How?
Yeah.
Wait. What does that? What you have to elaborate on that? What does that mean?
It means that non-baked cookies used to be boiled cookies because you basically mixed everything together in a saucepan or in just any pan.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was confused at a moment because I'm like, so what you're saying is, if I buy a tub of raw cookie dough at the store, so that way I just slap it on a pan and throw it in the oven, that's a tub of boiled cookies? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Because you have to boil the ingredients, so therefore they were called boiled cookies.
I see.
Yeah.
I got it. All right, that makes sense.
So we got to come up with best villain and best character. And we already kind of know where me and Tommy sit. Mine's Dabi for best villain. I won't lie to you. Dabi had the biggest impact, so therefore he gets best villain of the episode.
Mine's the doctor.
Huh?
The evil doctor. He's my favorite villain of this episode.
Really? Why?
No, he was not in the episode. It's Dabi.
That's why I was like, what the hell?
No, it's absolutely. It can't not be Dabi.
Yeah. And then the heroes didn't do much, and I'm gonna give it to the best one-liner. So it's 100% Bakugo.
Wow, you giving it to Bakugo? I giving it to Shoto.
Oh, that could be it. Shoto was good, but the fact that Bakugo was on the brink of like dying and looked at Ida and went, "You put me down right now, you four-eyed robot. I can't not be the loser of the main story." And I'm like, that just did it for me.
Fair. No, I picked Shoto because he caught Deku along with the other two guys, but that was last episode, so I can't count him. But he caught Deku, and then he was ready to go. Dabi came out, spieled this whole speech about how he's the best guy around and Endeavor sucks and all this stuff. And then he's like, "All right, time to kill you guys." And Shoto didn't miss a beat. He's like, "Look, man, we gotta kill him now. We'll deal with this later. Let's go. Stop freezing up on me." And Endeavor sat there like a peasant. And Shoto was like, look, man, we gotta save the day first and worry about family issues later. What are you doing, man? And I give it to Shoto for that because he fought through his emotions and he stood his ground.
I'm switching my best hero. I'm giving it to best genius.
Why?
Because Dabi's jumped off of him, lit himself on fire, literally called it Inferno Blast. And I'm like, stealing your dad's moves. Way to go. And then out of nowhere, you just see things fly through the air, and Best Genius literally catch all the League of Villains and Makima in one swoop. I'm like, this man actually captured someone. Bravo! Alrighty. Tommy, hit him with that outro.
We got predictions, dummy.
Nah, I don't want predictions.
I do.
Yeah, I do too, and I want to kick him off. Alright,
go for it.
My predictions for next episode is Makima's the first one to break through and smite Best Genius. Bakugo is just going to go 110%, even though his organs are severely damaged. Ida's not going to be happy about it. Endeavor is... Shoto's going to get hurt shoving his dad out of the way. That's what I predict right there, and that's how I'm going to leave my predictions. He's going to take a blast for his dad, and his dad's still going to be stunned.
Okay, I have a few things. I'm going to say them one by one, so that way we can talk about them as we go. Number one. This is not for next episode. This is for the rest of the season, perhaps even the next season.
No.
Endeavor will retire.
Ooh, coming out hard.
I don't think he will stay the number one hero because he was pretty much styled on in front of all of Japan by his own son. And he also has a collapsed lung. He stated that this episode, that one of his lungs collapsed. It's hard to breathe. And his fire is dependent on his breathing. So besides being styled on in front of the media, he also lost half of his ability, in my opinion, because he can't breathe well. And it's based on that. So based off these two facts, I think he'll retire in the somewhat near future. Probably after this battle. Maybe the next season, dependent of here or there. But I have a feeling he's going to step down from number one hero. And with Hawks being out of the picture and All Might being out of the picture, I don't remember who that puts up to number one.
I don't want him to retire, and I don't think he's going to retire. I feel like there's just enough evidence for his name not to be squandered, but at the same time, I feel like the lung thing's not as severe as it should be.
Okay. I think, is that a wrap on the Endeavor retiring part? Because I have more.
Yeah.
I don't know what Baku is going to do, but I know he's probably going to be the hero next episode. I think he's going to carry next episode. Bakugo is going to do something crazy. As a matter of fact, this episode reinforces that theory. Because, I don't know if you watch after the credits, but they give you a little tidbit, like a little tear into the next episode. And this episode wasn't that shocking. It was like, yo, Best G just arrived and saved everyone. So who knows what he'll do next episode. But they said one line in that little preview. PJ, did you watch today's episode's preview?
No, I never watched the previews to the next episode.
So they're not that big of a spoiler. However, this episode at the end, Deku said, the next episode, Bakugo's heroes' names finally revealed. Based on that one line about information of Bakugo, I went, oh, he's going to do something next episode. He's going to probably do like an ultimate power move and say that my hero name or something like that. I'm going to be number one hero, such and such. So next episode, we get Bakugo's name, which I didn't even know about yet. So I'm excited. That has not been spoiled for me yet.
Yeah, that has not been spoiled for me either.
I can't wait for him to do something like Shoto and be like, my hero name's Bakugo. So I'm very excited for that. Beyond that, there's not much you can talk about. That's my predictions.
Yeah, that's all it's going to do for me too.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And hopefully, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.